What is going on, guys? So in this video, we are wrapping up our HTB Academy module, Attacking Web Applications with FFUF. So we are finally at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down this exercise into two videos. So this first video, we're going to cover these three exercises right here, these three questions. And then our part 2 video is going to be these last two. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So let's work on these three. So this is pretty much going to cover everything that we learned throughout this module. So go ahead and spawn your target system. And then I got my VM up and running here, already VPN'd in. So for the first question, it says run a subdomain vhost fuzzing scan on star.academy.htb for the IP shown above. So it wants us to find all the subdomains. So if you look at the cheat sheet, we want to run the subdomain fuzzing command. So let's go ahead and do that for this IP that we have. So that's going to be FFUF-W. And then, of course, the location that you have your sec lists. So mine's over here in the user share. And then it's going to be discovery, discovery/DNS. And then subdomains -top 1,000,000 -5000.txt, placeholder into fuzz -u, HTTP, and then the IP that you have. So mine is 206.189.20.124, and then the port 31337. And in case you don't know, you can find that info right here. Okay. And then put a / over there. And then let me drag this window to the middle here. Okay, so we're doing a subdomain fuzzing, so we're going to include in the header this information. So it's going to be -h host : and then fuzz.academy.htb apostrophe there. All right, so let's go ahead and hit enter from here. So we have our subdomain fuzzing. So we're going to take that word list and we're just going to see, okay, whatever we have .academy.htb, let's see if we get any hits. So let's go ahead and hit enter. And then it's going to respond with status 200. So if you remember from the exercises, we got to filter out this output. So our common size is 985. So let's go ahead and filter that. So that's going to be -fs 985. Go ahead and hit enter. All right, so it looks like we got archive and test. So we got two of the answers there. Then we'll let it run, and faculty. So boom, so now we have those three as our answer. So that completes answer number 1. So the second question is, before you run your page fuzzing scan, you should first run an extension fuzzing scan. What are the different extensions accepted by the domains? So now we got to figure out, okay, what kind of pages, what kind of extensions do these domains have? So one of the important things to note is now that we have these three subdomains, we have to add these to our DNS host file. So if you remember how to do that, you're going to open up your Word editor, your text editor. For me, I'm using Nano. And for Linux, it's etc hosts. So then go ahead and edit your file. So it's going to be the IP that you have. So I'll put that in here, 124. And then archive.academy.htb. So you're just going to do this 3 times. 206.189.20.124. Then test.academy.htb. Then one last time. And then that's going to be for faculty.academy.htb. And then we're going to save that guy. All right. And then I believe if you go to the hint, I think it tells you, yeah, it says don't forget to add the subdomains you found to your host file. Then we're going to scan all of them. All right. So we have that down. So now we have to go through each of these and figure out, okay, what do these domains have? What are the extensions? And if you remember, in the cheat sheet, we actually have a command for that. It's going to be this second one right here, extension fuzzing. So that's what we're going to do. So let's run that command. So FFUF. So discovery, then web content, and then it's going to be that web extensions word list. Web extensions, plural. There we go. And then pretty much we're just going to run through the line, right? So we're going to go, we'll start with archive.academy.htb, colon 31337 for the port. And then we're going to use index as kind of a test file or test, web page, because most web pages, right, they have like an index as their main page. So what we're going to do, /index and then fuzz. So what that's going to do is it's going to test for index.php, index.html, index.aspx. So it's going to run through all of them. So go ahead and hit enter there. And then wait for that to go. Cool. So we have PHPS and PHP. And as you can tell from my answer already, we have 2 out of the 3. So we'll just up arrow. And then we'll go to the next one. So we have archive. And let's go to test. Let that guy run. See what we get. All right, PHPS and PHP. Okay, so we got the same 2. And the last one will be faculty. And cool. So now we have all 3 of those. We have PHP, PHP7, and PHPS. Okay, cool. So now we know the subdomains. We have the file names. Now let's go to the third exercise. So now the third question asks us, one of the pages you will identify should say you don't have access. What is the full page URL? So for here, what's going to be really helpful is recursive fuzzing. So in the hint here, when we write the answer, it's going to include the word port instead of the actual number in the answer. So just a heads up there. And then it also says run a recursive scan. So that is going to be this command right here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Clear that. So FFUF. So discovery. And then it's going to be web content. And then we're going to use that directory list, word list. So it's going to be this guy here, directory list -2.3 -small.txt :fuzz -u. And then HTTP. And then we'll do, we'll start with, we can start with faculty. Faculty.academy.htb, then 31337, and then let's see, 31337, and let's do a /, and then we're going to do recursion, then recursion depth 1, and then -e. And then we're going to look for all the files. So it's going to be .php, .phps, and then .php7, and then -v. And then go ahead and hit enter. Nope, and I think I probably typed in something wrong here. Directory list, faculty.31337. Oh, because I forgot to put fuzz right here at the end. There we go. Now we can hit enter. So now we get a bunch of output. So to filter this down, let's Control C. Our common size is 287. So let's go ahead and do that. FS 287. Go ahead and hit enter. All right, so we can see kind of some info here. we can see like, okay, we have index.php, cool. But then we have faculty, and then we have a courses subdirectory. So we can actually dig into that right now. So let's go ahead and Control-C out of here. And then we're going to come over here. And then now we're just going to add the subdirectory, so courses. So now in courses, let's see what kind of files are out there. Go ahead and hit enter. So again, we have index.php. And we'll let it run. Actually, I can make it run faster. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do -t for threads. I'm just going to put a big number in there, 1,000. And that'll really kick it into gear. So this is the fun part where you just got to wait and see, you know, what returns back. So we're currently fuzzing faculty.academy.htb, and we're fuzzing the courses subdirectory. So in faculty, in courses, let's see what we get. So now what we have is we have this Linux security.php7, and of course that's the answer. So faculty.academy.htb, the port, courses, Linux security.php7. You can confirm that. Well, actually, let me copy this guy here. Open up Firefox. Paste in that URL. And it says you don't have access. So there you go. So I kind of did a shortcut for you guys. Now, we could have started from archive and done the same steps. But I already did the tedious work for you. And since I already knew the answer was faculty, I figured, hey, let's start from faculty. So yeah, so that completes the part 1 video for our final skills assessment in this HTB Academy module, Attacking Web Applications with FFUF. So I hope you guys find that really useful. If you did, please subscribe. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment below. Until then, I'll have that part 2 video coming out soon. And we'll talk to you guys later.